Damn, Mr. Reed. How are you
You
doing?
don't you don't see him?
No, sir.
Okay. Is it 8:30?
Good morning. We are ready to proceed. This is 36th District Court. Judge Shannon A. Holmes presiding on today. You are a part of our specialty court. If you believe that you are in the wrong courtroom, please dial the court room and speak with my clerk, Ms. Drew, at 313-965-2280. And Ms. Wilson has also placed that number in the chat. So make sure that you call that number. If you believe that you are in the wrong courtroom or you're not certain whether or not you're in the right courtroom. And with that, I'm going to let everyone know that I am muting you as the host. And when the host mutes you, please don't unmute yourself until it's time for your hearing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. With that, I am going to ask the attorneys to please state your appearance at this time.
Thank you. Good morning, Judge. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Can you hear me? Can you see me, Judge?
Yes, I can, Mr. Reed. Good morning to you, and your motion is granted.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Fikens, would you please place your appearance on the record, Attorney Fikens?
Thank you, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Drug Treatment Court Defense Counsel. I too, Your Honor, would make a similar motion.
All right, good morning. Your motion is granted, but we cannot see you, Mr. Fikens.
My apology.
That's okay. It sounds like you. There
Well,
you
there
All
we go.
right, very good. Very good. I'll have the case managers place your appearance on the record this morning. Let's start with Ms. Cleveland.
Good morning, Your Honor. Toshi Cleveland, case manager for 36 District.
Am I on here?
Also, please mute yourself.
Please make sure you mute yourself. Thank you so much.
Can you hear me okay, Your Honor? I just want to make sure.
Place your appearance one more time.
Okay.
For me.
Muted, she said. Oh,
Toshi Cleveland, case manager for 36 District Court.
All right, good morning, Ms. Cleveland.
Good
And then I see Ms. Robs.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ebony Robs, Drug Treatment Court Case Manager.
Thank you. Good morning, Ms. Robs. Mr. Griffin, you're up next.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Griffin, Drug Court Case Manager on behalf of
All right, you got some. Good morning to you, Mr. Griffin. All right, Mr. Yancey.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Sobriety Court Case Manager, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, Mr. Yancey. All right, I see that Ms. Hernandez has joined us. Good morning, Ms. Hernandez. And I'm not certain if Mr.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. If he could unmute himself, I'd like to start with that case, Mr. Yancey, if that's okay with you.
That's great, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Good morning to the staff of the courtroom. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge Holmes.
Good morning. Good morning, Ms. Wilson. All right. I needed someone to send me the docket, the updated report today.
Okay, I'll send out.
Judge, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
No, you're going in and out.
Oh, I'm on my good computer. Wait a minute.
There you go. Now we can. Yeah, it was. It was fading.
This is my good computer. All right. Very good. You can hear me now, Griffin?
Yes.
All right. Wonderful. And so, Mr. Yancey, if you could read Mr. Pedrosa Alba's case number into the record, and then I'll swear in Ms. Hernandez, and we'll be ready to proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Alba's case number is 160-575-4701.
All right, thank you. Ms. Hernandez, if you would please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the words as spoken by the parties on this morning in the matter of Mr. Pedrosa Alba, that you will do so completely and accurately without any additions or deletions? So help you God.
Your Honor.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Ms. Hernandez.
I do, Your Honor.
Thank you, and state your name for the record as well as your qualifications.
Emma Hernandez, Your Honor, is CAO qualified Spanish English interpreter.
All right, wonderful, thank you. Mr. Pedrosa Alba, please state your name for the record.
Señor Pedrosa Alba, por favor, ¿puede decir su nombre para que conste en el acta?
José de Jesús Pedrosa Alba.
It is José de Jesús Pedrosa Alba.
All right, thank you. Somebody is unmuted and you have some background noise going on, maybe from the office or what have you. I'm going to ask you to please mute yourself because it's disruptive to me. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you. Mr. Pedrosa Alba, how are you doing today?
Señor Pedrosa Alba, ¿cómo se siente hoy?
Oh, muy bien.
Oh, very good.
All right. Are you doing everything you're supposed to be doing to work your program?
Señor, ¿qué tiene que hacer que es mandado por el programa?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Yancey, why don't you tell us what's going on with Mr. Pedrosa Alba? What's been happening with him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Señor Yancey, por favor, ¿nos puede decir qué ha estado pasando con el señor Pedrosa Alba? Sí, su señoría.
Your Honor, he has, he's still going to meetings. He's completed alcohol highway safety class and outpatient treatment. I've been checking his jam screenings and they've been negative. And I've requested that he start making payments through a different interpreter. So he should have got those messages about starting to make payments.
Okay.
Okay. Su señoría, él ha estado yendo a todas las reuniones y ha completado los de alcoholismo, las reuniones de alcoholismo, también ha hecho sus test de orina en jams y todos han salido negativos y ahora pedimos que por favor empiece a hacer los pagos a otra intérprete diferente. Otro servicio de interpretación.
Una pregunta, liquidé todo lo que se debía hace 15 días.
I have a question. I already paid 15 days ago everything that I own.
Mr. Yancey?
I'll double check that. I didn't see it, but I'll double check that. And then in addition, we are seeking English speaking classes for Mr. Pedrosa also.
Ok, señor Yancey, bueno, yo voy a chequear ahora otra vez eso. No lo vi, yo voy a volver a chequear. Y otra cosa que estamos pidiendo que el señor Pedrosa Alba tome clases de inglés.
Ya me escribí para las clases de inglés. Estoy en espera de que me hable la maestra.
I already registered for the English classes and I'm waiting for the teacher to call me back.
Perfect.
All right. Mr. Yancey, what is the status of his outpatient treatment or anything that was recommended to the court by way of his clinical assessment?
Señor Yancey, ¿cuál es el estatus de su tratamiento ambulatorio con respecto a la clínica, a las cosas clínicas mandadas por esta corte?
Yeah, as far as his outpatient treatment, he did complete at Latino Family Services. We did get an assessment prior to him starting outpatient through Latino Family Services. I don't have that with me right now, but we did get an assessment at that time.
Ok, su señoría, él completó la evaluación en el Latino Family Services y estamos esperando pues que él comience ese, pero él ya hizo la evaluación para ese servicio.
Wonderful. And so, Mr. Yancey, I'm asking only because I want to make sure there are no additional things that have been recommended that Mr. Pedrosa Alba needs to do. And if so, of course, you'll notify the court so it can become a part of the order.
Yes, Your Honor.
Señor Yancey, yo estoy preguntando porque quiero asegurarme de que no hay ninguna solicitud o requerimiento adicional que se haya hecho para estar seguro que está, que si lo hay, pues está en la orden de la corte.
Mr. Pedrosa Alba, do you have any questions for any of the team members this morning?
Señor Pedrosa Alba, ¿usted tiene alguna pregunta para cualquier persona que pertenezca a este equipo de trabajo hoy aquí en la corte?
No, todo está bien, está perfecto.
No, everything is okay. Perfect.
Right. Keep up the good work that you're doing and continue to stay on track, Mr. Pedrosa Alba.
Bueno, continúe con el buen trabajo que está haciendo y siga por el camino correcto, señor Pedrosa Alba, como lo está haciendo.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Yancey, when do you have Mr. Pedrosa Alba coming back?
Your Honor, for April 29th for a face-to-face.
April 29th,
At what time?
9:30 a.m.
9:30, 9.
And it will be for a face-to-face with Mr. Yancey.
Your Honor, the interpreter have to be there face-to-face?
Mr. Yancey, how do you usually?
She will, there's another advocate that I speak to as far as face-to-face meetings. So she does not have to be there. Ms. Hernandez does not have to be there.
Okay, and where do Mr. Pedrosa have to go? To the court?
No, we do that through the phone.
Okay, face-to-face with you on the phone?
We just call it a face-to-face. It's a phone-to-phone.
Okay. But he knows what to do.
Prior to COVID. But now that we're in this COVID season, it's phone to phone. We still call it face to face though, Ms. Hernandez.
Okay, but Mr. Pedrosa knows where to call?
Yes, I'll contact him prior.
Okay, let me explain. Señor Pedrosa Álvarez, la próxima vez que tiene que comparecer es el 29 de abril a las 9:30 de la mañana con el señor Jansen por teléfono.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Usted sabe cómo es, él lo va a llamar.
Oh, okay.
29 de abril, ¿ok?
29 de abril.
Ajá.
Oh, okay.
Okay. April 29, yes, okay.
¿Qué hora?
At what time?
At 9:30, but like I said, I'll contact you ahead of time.
9:30.
Como a las 9:30, pero como ya le dije, el señor Jansen la va a contactar a usted.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Gracias.
Take care, Mr. Pedrosa Alba. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Señor Pedrosa Alba, entonces disfrute el resto de su día.
Oh, okay, muchas gracias. Igualmente.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
We are ready on, and I apologize. Did any of the other team members have anything to add? Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens? No?
Not this time.
No, Judge, thank you.
Okay, discúlpeme, ya estamos listos. Bueno, déjeme preguntarle, señor Fakens, el señor Reed, ¿tienen algo que agregar? No, su señoría.
I am ready on Mr. Cifuentes.
Ok, estamos listos para el caso Cifuentes.
Right, I have the following case number 2005-642-801.
Y tengo el caso siguiente, el número de caso es 2005-642801.
Mrs. Cifuentes, would you please unmute yourself and state your name?
Señor Cifuentes, por favor, abra su micrófono y diga su nombre para que conste en el acta.
We can't hear you.
No le podemos oír. No lo oímos.
Okay, they'll have to work out their technical issue. I want to keep moving the docket.
Ok, señor Cifuentes, tienen que arreglar el audio, no lo oímos. Mientras tanto, tienen ustedes de aquel lado que arreglar eso. Mientras tanto, la juez va a seguir con los demás casos. No lo oímos.
All right, thank you. Mr.
Ok, gracias.
Mr. Reed, Attorney Fikens, Ms. Cross has an issue on this morning and needs to go into a breakout room. Who will go into that breakout room with Ms. Cross?
I'll be going in with Ms. Cross, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Good morning, Ms. Cross. I am going to create that breakout room at this time. And you will both, Mr. Fikens, Attorney Fikens, as well as Ms. Cross, will receive an invitation to breakout room number 1. Thank you.
Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Ms. Cleveland. All right, I am ready. Mr. Griffin, I believe that you got on early this morning, and so you may have been able to track who called in.
I did, Your Honor. Vida Larson.
Ms. Larson, thank you, Mr. Griffin. If you could unmute for me, please.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Larson. State your name for the record.
Vida Doreen Larson.
All right, Ms. Larson, I have the following matter for you, 200-555-5101. How are you today?
I'm fabulous.
That's
I'm doing so good.
Tell me where you are and what are you doing that's so good?
I got out of the facility and now I'm in housing, which is just so much better. And I thank you for that, for getting me out. But I'm here with 5 other wonderful ladies and we're all doing the same thing, going to the IOP meetings 3 times a day. We have meetings in the morning too with the lady of the house. Just doing a lot of meetings. I've been doing community service, making arrangements for my grief counseling. And I'm on a 30-day restriction and that lifts off April 20th. So after that, then I can start going to my my grief counseling there in Fenton. I'm doing big girl things and I like it. So thank you.
Wonderful, Ms. Lawson. What have you learned so far?
Oh boy. I've learned so much. I've learned a lot about myself and how to deal with the pain and just redirect my issues, you know, with the grief. And the girls, you know, we talk a lot every day. I talk in my IOP meetings as well. Trying, you know, just getting it all out, And I feel so much better.
Wonderful. What have you learned about you? Because we've kind of been back and forth a little bit.
What have I learned about me?
Yeah.
That I don't need to react on my emotions.
All right.
Definitely, my emotions, just redirecting them into positive things.
Into positive things and connecting to positive people.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Positive results, right?
Absolutely. And I love myself again. So thank you.
Yeah.
That's very important to me. I've reached out to my sisters and they're all very supportive, each and every one of them. My daughter as well. She got to come here the other day, so I got to see her. But yeah, I'm just, going day by day and doing some self-care as well. So I'm definitely on the right track again.
All right, very good. And so, Ms. Larson, are there any issues that you're having that the court needs to address?
No, not at this time. I seem to be, doing, everything and managing everything during the day and getting my business taken care of. And yeah,
All right, very good. Miss Cleveland, let me hear from you as to Miss Larson.
Good morning, Your Honor, and everyone. Yes, Ms. Larson and I have been in communication. She seems to have acclimated very well to her transitional housing there. Can you hear me okay, Your Honor? I'm so concerned about that.
Yes.
Okay. So she seems to be adjusting well. She has provided my information to her new counselor, and I believe she has a case manager over there as well. She is very much discussing with them her need to continue with her grief counseling. She is also making that a point of need for herself to make sure that her counselors know that she has to get that those kind of matters addressed. We talked about some goals with her. She's still in phase 1, but as she's acclimating, I'm sure she's going to be progressing towards phase 2. So that'll be coming up in the near future. And she is also reconnecting with her family, but I'm still going to put her in touch with the reunification unit here to make sure that all of that is good and transition smooth.
Yes, and a healthy reconnection.
Yes,
Healthy
Your Honor.
reconnection. Wonderful, Miss Cleveland. All right, Miss Larson, you have any questions for us this morning for any of the team members?
no, I'm grateful that, I have all of you, to, redirect me into the right path. And, just being humbled and grateful to all of you for helping me.
And we're glad, Miss Larson, that you have decided to not give up and to continue to work on your recovery because you deserve it. You're such a wonderful person. And I'm glad to hear that you're loving you again, because when you love yourself, you treat yourself a lot better, right? At least you try to. Right?
Exactly. That self-care and, like I said, the 30-day restriction just kind of, grounds you and, doing a lot of thinking on what I need to do and, what my priorities, and the priority is staying, with my sobriety. There's nothing, I just feel so much so much better.
Yes.
And I love the way that I look, and you were all right. I look so much better and healthier, and I have makeup on and I've done my hair and my nails, and I'm feeling like a lady again. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful. All right. Anything else from any of the other team members?
Judge, I'd just like to congratulate Ms. Larson, a good report. Your work in the program, we're proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. We know it's not easy, but keep up the good work and be safe. Thank you, Ms. Larson.
Oh, thank you. You guys have a great day.
All right, Miss Cleveland, when do you have Miss Larson coming back?
April 22nd would be her next court date here on Zoom.
All right, Miss Larson, did you get that at 8:30 a.m., April 22nd?
Yes, ma'am. I will clear my schedule.
All right. Yes. Wonderful. Thank you. Good to see you. Keep up the great work that you're doing. Okay.
Thank you. And you look wonderful too.
Hold on a minute.
Well, thank you. All right. Take care. All right.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you later, Miss Cleveland.
I see that Mr. Corbett is on. Did I see Mr. Corbett? He's switching around. Where are you? There you are. Unmute yourself, Mr. Corbett. It's Mr. Corbett's graduation day. Am I right, Mr. Corbett?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not going to make you sit through the whole court hearings this morning. We celebrate you. Thank you for making the adjustment on Tuesday, I believe it was. And so let's do it for Mr. Corbett. I have the following for Mr. Corbett. Ms. Drew, if you could make sure there are no other outstanding matters. I have the following case Z8059841. Mr. Corbett, state your full name for the record.
Brian Corbett.
All right. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
Oh, you should be doing great. You about to be finished. You won't have to dial in. You won't have to go test. You won't have to do any of that stuff, right?
Yep.
Mr. Corbett, tell me what's different about you. You've bbeen with me at least for 12 months. Tell me what's different about you.
Just more focused, much more educated on circumstances, how they, necessarily will change something. It doesn't mean or it's something you do every day. It could be a one-time thing, and it completely changes the parameters of the outlook on your current situation. So a little more focused on that, a little more focused on paying attention to the details.
Absolutely. And so what have you learned from this whole experience?
One thing, learned so many different things, but the main thing I take away from it is that your endurance is more than just saying, okay, I'm gonna keep getting up. You have to figure out what made you fall in the first place. So one thing I would take away from this is to understand, where you slipped at. Pay attention to it. I think we take too much pride in our ability to get up, instead of taking the understanding into what made you fall. So that's what I took away from it.
That's awesome, Mr. Corbett. I hope that the individuals in the courtroom, they are listening. Yes, and maybe even jotting down a note or two. That self-assessment and looking at yourself, that can be really difficult, right?
Yes, absolutely.
But it's so beneficial.
It's the best feeling in the world.
There you go. It's benefit. It's necessary. Very good. Mr. Corbett, you have always been a pleasure to work with throughout the program. You've had a great attitude. And while I may not know the details of all of the circumstances that brought you to 36th District Court, I'm glad that since you had to have the experience, that you had it with us and that you're able to learn some things. Hopefully, life is going to be different for you from this day forward, and that you'll never come back to 36th District Court, not with the case, but maybe to encourage someone or to tell us how well you're doing. I'm extremely proud of you. Extremely proud of you. All right. I want to hear from Ms. Cleveland.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm going to go ahead and present Mr. Corbett for graduation today. I respectfully move this court to discharge the defendant from probation for the following reasons. The defendant completed outpatient treatment. He attended over 112 step meetings. He completed 40 hours of community service. He attended the ARM program. He watched the sobriety video. He submitted to several urinalysis tests. All were negative. He attended alcohol highway safety, and he paid all of his fines and costs in full. The defendant has successfully completed all the conditions of drug treatment court, and I would like to congratulate him, and I am very proud of him as well.
Look at you, Miss Cleveland. All right now. All right. Mr. Reed, what do you have to say about that?
Judge, I'm going to be making a motion in this case, but before I make my motion, I'd like to make a few remarks, if I may. Mr. Corbett, congratulations. We know it's not an easy program, but you successfully completed drug testing, counseling, NAA meetings, 12-step meetings, ARMS, alcohol highway safety. You paid money. You attended your court sessions. You should be proud of all the work you've done, because we are proud of you. I'm going to make a motion to dismiss your case. One other thing, as the court indicated, we're always here to help you. There are aftercare programs that you can get involved with. We have some referrals for those. Don't be a stranger. Come back anytime. Zoom into the courtroom. We're here to help you if you need that help. But congratulations, and be proud of yourself. Judge, I'm not going to make a motion. This case cannot be dismissed, but it can be closed with improvement. So I'm moving the case number Z 805-9841 be closed with improvement. Congratulations, Mr. Corbett. Be safe. Again, we are proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Mr. Corbett.
Thank you.
Wonderful. And so, Miss Cleveland, I do know that you sent me some follow-up information last night about the aftercare services that are available to Mr. Corbett, and I'm certain that you have shared those things with Mr. Corbett. And so or you will.
Yes.
Mr. Corbett, what I'd like to share with you is while after today, the court has no jurisdiction over you whatsoever, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do. I want to encourage you to take advantage of aftercare services. You don't need a court order to tell you what to do. If you know that something works for you, if you know that, I'm getting a little shaky, or, I'm thinking a little bit differently, then by all means, utilize the services that are available to you. It's better to have them and use them and never need us again than to have those services, never use them, and then end up with us again, right? And so I want to encourage you to use those aftercare services. It's my understanding that Dr. Alexander has some things that are available, and it's totally voluntary. I just want you to know that it's available to you, okay?
Okay.
All right, wonderful. I am granting Mr. Reed's motion. I am closing your case with improvement. I'm granting Ms. Cleveland's recommendation to discharge Mr. Corbett from probation. I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in congratulating Mr. Corbett on his successful completion of our custody court program. Congratulations, Mr. Corbett.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, congratulations. And Ms. Drew, I know that the courtroom is muted, but if there's anything that you need to tell me, just text me. I don't think he has anything outstanding left over at 36th District Court, right, Ms. Cleveland?
No, Your Honor, not at all.
Okay, he's in great shape. All right, Mr. Corbett, you're going to get all of your closing documents in the mail. If you don't receive them for some reason, make sure you reach out to Ms. Cleveland so we can get them to you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, good to see you. Enjoy your life in recovery, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, take care. All right,
All right.
let's go to the, all right, let's go to Ms. Hernandez. Is Mr. Cifuentes ready? Has he
Señor
corrected?
Cifuentes, ¿está listo?
Sí.
Oh, there he
Yes.
is.
Good, perfecto.
I'm recalling your case 200-564-2801.
Estoy llamando de nuevo el caso 2005-642-2801.
Please state your name for the record.
Señor, por favor, diga su nombre para que conste en el acta.
Fidencio Cifuentes.
Fidencio Cifuentes.
All right. Mr. Yancey, is this your case?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
All right. Let me
Señor
have.
Yancey, en este caso sí, sí lo es. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Mr. Yancey, I'm going to have you present. I want to make sure we make the best use of while he has audio. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ok, señora Yancey, vamos a dejar que empiece entonces y esperamos que pueda hacer el mejor uso del audio. Sí, su señoría.
Your Honor, this is Mr. Fuentes' first review hearing with us. He's in phase 1. He started Latino Family Services. I did connect with them. I don't have a report on them yet because he just started. So I will get a progress report and a plan for him as soon as possible.
A clinical assessment.
That's what I was trying to think of at the time. Clinical assessment. Also referred him to NA meetings, and he's going to jams. I did look at those a couple of times and this morning. All negative screenings. He hasn't missed any screenings. So he does understand the jams process, the NA process, and outpatient.
Ok, su señoría, esta es la primera revisión del señor Cifuentes con el programa. Él está en la fase 1. Él ya se contactó con el Latino Family Services, pero como acaba de empezar, no tengo ningún reporte todavía. Yo voy a obtener, está en la fase para que él obtenga la evaluación clínica. También él se ha reportado en las reuniones de Alcohólicos Anónimos, también ha hecho sus pruebas de orina en JAMS y todas han sido negativas. Y él entiende lo que se requiere de él, lo que el programa necesita de él y entiende lo que tiene que hacer. Gracias.
All right. How are you doing, Mr. Cifuentes?
Ok, ¿cómo está, señor Cifuentes? ¿Cómo se siente? ¿Qué tal le
Bien,
va?
bien, muy bien.
Good, good, very good.
Wonderful. I'm so proud of the fact that you are new to the program and you are doing everything that you're supposed to do. Have you been having any difficulties?
Oh, qué bueno, me alegra mucho saber que está tan bien, me alegra mucho saber que está nuevo en este programa y que está haciendo todo con lo que tiene que hacer. ¿Ha tenido alguna dificultad?
No, no he tenido ninguna y me
No,
siento bien.
I have not any difficulty. I feel fine.
Wonderful.
Fantástico.
Have you learned anything yet?
Ok, y hasta ahora ha aprendido algo.
Sí, pues no hacer nada de tomar ni drogas, nada.
Oh, sure, sure. That I don't have to be drinking or taking drugs.
That's a good thing to learn very early. Yes.
Eso es algo muy bueno que aprender así de temprano.
Sí.
Do you need
Yes.
us to help you with anything, Mr. Cifuentes?
Señor Cifuentes, ¿necesita ayuda con alguna cosa, con alguna otra cosa?
No, estoy bien. Voy a ir a que me ayuden ahí en Latino Family.
No, I'm okay. And if I need something, I go to the Latino families. I go there and they help me.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, you're doing well. I'm glad to hear it. We are here if you need us. And so, Mr. Yancey, with that, when will Mr. Cifuentes be returning to court?
Yeah, it'll be April 22nd of this year. And if I can add, it is helpful that his wife does speak and understand English, so I'm able to communicate with her. So that's great.
Wonderful. April 22nd, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. Ms. Hernandez, I'm sorry. We just talking away. Go
I'm
right.
sorry.
Okay, 8:30 a.m. This is Zoom again. This is Zoom. It's going to be Zoom or it's going to be with Mr. Jansen?
That's going to be Zoom.
Zoom.
Okay. Let me get everything that you said. Ok, señor Cifuentes, eso me contenta mucho que lo esté haciendo bien, me alegra oír eso. Señor Jansen, ¿hay alguna otra cosa que quiera decirle al señor Cifuentes? ¿Cuándo tiene él que volver? Él tiene que volver el 22 de abril del 2021 a las 8:30 de la mañana a esta corte vía Zoom. Y el señor Yancy quiere agregar que es una buena cosa que la esposa del señor Cifuentes habla inglés, por lo tanto, cuando él llama, él puede comunicarse muy bien con el señor Cifuentes. Disculpe, señor Hernández, estuvimos hablando y sin parar, sí, no se preocupe. Ok.
All right, very good. Enjoy the rest of your day, Mr. Cifuentes.
Ok, está bien. Entonces disfrute el resto de su día, señor Cifuentes.
Muchas gracias a ustedes por su tiempo.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much to everybody for their time.
All right, take care. And Ms. Hernandez, okay. I think that's it for you. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I have. But if you need me, I'm here. Just call reporter.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Have a good day. Happy weekend.
Same to you. Thank you. Is it almost the weekend?
Bye-bye. Ciao. No, tomorrow. We still have tomorrow.
It's Friday.
Almost Friday. Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Ya se puede desconectar, señor Cifuentes.
Gracias.
Thank you. You can disconnect, Mr. Cifuentes. Ciao.
All right. Very good. Thank you all. All right, Mr. Griffin, who do we have up next?
Ms. Griffin Orlando, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Griffin Orlando, if you could unmute for me. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing well, Your Honor. And yourself?
I am doing well this morning. Thank you. All right. I have the following case for Ms. Griffin Orlando, case number 2007081SD. And so, Ms. Griffin Orlando, how have things been going for you?
Everything's going well.
All right,
Uh,
tell me what's been going on.
The biggest thing is talking about honesty lately. I was my brother had they went on vacation and they were, looking around at people, and they were like, oh, here's a spitting image of our sister sitting at the bar. And so at that time I thought, well, I might as well sit there and open up and say I've been sober for over 3 months now to them. So I was totally honest with them and they were like, oh my God.
Wow.
So I had not told everybody. I've only told a few people. So I thought, well, I guess I might as well open up a can of worms and say, well, I've been sober for over 3 months now. So I guess that's not me sitting at that bar.
Good for you. And how did that feel when you shared?
It felt really good because now I don't have to hide it.
Yeah.
I felt like I really wasn't hiding it, but I didn't want to expose it, I guess, so early. I just wanted to let it soak in for myself until I get a handle on it and make sure that I am on the right track.
All right. Well, congratulations to you. You are doing it and things have turned around for you, right? Since
Yes.
you've been sober. Are you in your new place now?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
And how's that working out?
Oh, it's wonderful. I love my alone time. I love my grandbabies, but I love my alone time.
Understand, I have 3 and I'd love to see them come and I love to see them go.
Yes.
So, yes. Yes, ma'am. All right. What's going on with your license? I know we were trying to get it done.
I did get it.
You did get it. I was
Yes.
worried about the Secretary of State. Mr. Griffin made it happen, but I was worried about the Secretary of State.
It took a while. It did take a while. So I guess now what I need to do is make the appointment to do the reinstatement fee. Is that correct?
Mr. Griffin, what's going on? I'm not certain what she's speaking.
No, you don't need to do any, you got the restricted license in the mail. So you'll be under our supervision until you're discharged, and then you'll be referred back to the Secretary of State, and then they will instruct you on how to get your license back. So right now you just good. You just follow the everything that Smart Start told you to do, and you're fine. So you don't have to do anything at this point right now.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Wonderful. How does it feel to be able to drive again?
It feels pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to more meetings because I don't have to rely on people. So it gives me the opportunity to go to more meetings.
Very good. Very good. I'm glad you have it. Make sure I believe that Smart Start still gives out like a little cheat sheet of all the things you can and can't do, right?
Yep.
Well, make sure you follow it because even if it's not a violation for specialty court, it could still be a violation for the Secretary of State. And you can have it right with them, definitely, okay?
Yes.
Right. Wonder if you have any questions or need any help with anything, Ms. Griffin Orlando?
Nope, I'm doing well, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Griffin, what do you want to tell me about Ms. Griffin Orlando?
She's doing great, Your Honor. She's continued treatment at Gammas. She's also attended 12-step meetings, as she's indicated. She's completed 2 goals. She has a restricted license and she'll move to her own place. So we're going to work on another goal, for her to do while she's in the program to keep her moving forward. But, like I said, since she came into our program, I just see a difference in her attitude that changes, her smile, and I'm just happy for her and just encourage her to keep moving forward. She's testing, no problems with testing. So Ms. Griffin Orlando is doing very well, Your Honor. And I'd like to applaud her for being a sober for the 3 months. That's an accomplishment, and just keep it moving forward. So
yeah, absolutely. Congratulations to you, Ms. Griffin Orlando. Yes, one day at a time, and you're doing it. You're doing it. Do you have any questions today?
No, not at this time. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Griffin, Mr. Reed, was there something you wanted to add?
Just congratulations on the driver's license. Congratulations on the 3 months of sobriety. Be proud of yourself. We're proud of you. Keep up the good work and be safe. Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Griffin, when do you have Ms. Griffin Orlando returning?
Your Honor, that'd be April the 29th at 9:30, and that would be for a face-to-face. So I will call her and arrange that.
All right, very good. Did you hear that, Ms. Griffin Orlando?
Yes, I did.
All right, wonderful. Enjoy the rest of your day. So good to see you and congratulations to you.
All right, thank you. You have a nice day too.
All right, Mr. Griffin.
Sharice Bevel.
All right. I don't see Miss, oh, there she is. I have one question, Mr. Griffin. You sent me a contract for Miss Andrea. Does she need to go to a breakout room with one of the attorneys?
Yes, I don't think we have any problem cases coming up anytime soon. So yeah, she need to, I send it to Mr. Reed and Mr. Fikens also. And I guess I just had one question, Your Honor, fires. Should I have assessed a supervision fee or a higher fine? Because I believe with our discussions that we're gonna let Macomb and follow their conditions and we're adding a fine. So I just want to know, did you still want to see her every 2 weeks or how did you want to?
If she's doing, I think if my memory serves me correctly, I don't have my notes sitting
Yeah,
here.
she's in that jail-based program.
It's the probation, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and so I'm not concerned about assessing monitoring fees.
Okay.
To pay her fines and costs.
Okay.
And we'd like her to check in with us, every 30 days.
Okay. Okay.
Even every 60. I'll listen to your recommendations on that.
Okay, Your Honor.
We'll go from there.
Okay.
But you know what, Mr. Griffin, hold on, don't quote me on that. Because if you're gonna see her every 30 days, you may need to find out from Mr. Wade, are we required to do a monitoring fee? Or even if it's every 60 days.
Okay, I'll figure it out. I did some math in it, so I'll get it together. So that's fine.
Okay, because I don't want to say no if it's administration.
Okay.
It's required.
Okay.
In my lane, and I shouldn't do that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, Miss Andrea, I'm gonna get your last name. I promise you, Miss Muliso. Did I get it right?
That's very good, Your Honor.
Well, thank you, Mr. Fikens. We didn't see you in the courtroom. All right, I'm going to send you and Mr. Reed into a breakout room. And so, Mr. Griffin, I'm wondering, why is she doing a contract?
Well, she was under our supervision, Your Honor. Originally, she had completed, did the math. She had completed 8 months before she absconded. So it'd be like a 15-month, it would satisfy our 12-month requirement. I just redid, it was a contract the original contract is in a file. I just did like a additional amended of the contract for something just to follow along with. And the only thing on it, I got to comply with the conditions of the Macomb County case. Any violation would also be referred to our case. So I have had contact with other courts, so they are aware of what we're doing. And then I just assess the fines so we can so I can have Ms. Drew just to update with the new fines and stuff into the system and stuff. And that way we can properly supervise the case and close the case out when it's supposed to be closed out.
Got you. So then that's the appropriate thing to do, Mr. Reed. I'm going to send you into a breakout room with Miss Andrea, and then so we can make the best use of our time, okay?
Yes, Judge, thank you.
All right. And you all will go to breakout room number 2.
Yes.
Please accept that invitation.
Thank you.
Miss Pavel, I'm ready for you now. Where are you? There you are. Good morning to you. Unmute for me.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Your Honor. How you doing?
For the record.
Sharif Pavel.
All right, Miss Pavel, I have the following for you. Case number 20L03079FD. How are you this morning?
I'm fine. How about yourself?
I'm sorry?
Yes. I said, I'm fine. How about yourself?
I am doing very well. Thank you. So you have been with us for a couple of visits. Tell me, how are you feeling about the program so far?
It's kind of fine. I feel good. I mean, I don't feel left out. They include me in things. They're very nice. They're very nice.
I'm having a hard time understanding you. Tell me again.
Let me see if I can take these headphones. Is that better?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Now that's better. Yes.
It's some headphones. But the program is very nice. They're very nice. This would be yesterday was my second time with the women's IOP program, and they're very nice. They're very welcoming. I go 2 days a week via telehealth, and then tomorrow I go in face to face from 9 to 12. So it's kind of nice, you know. Besides the meetings, I was able to get a meeting, an outpatient program, and I ended up having to go to jams yesterday too. So I was like, yeah, I was busy yesterday. So yeah.
But you got it all done.
Yeah. And worked 12 hours.
And you worked, all right, do it.
Yeah.
All right. And I can't, if you're saying something, I can't hear you. Oh, okay. And so what's been difficult so far, or what's been challenging so far with respect to either maintaining your sobriety or working the program?
A little bit, I would say a little bit of both. Like it can be like I'm okay with being around some family, like Easter Sunday was this Sunday, and I went around family and stuff. It was okay being around people just having a drink, but once people started getting drunk, I had to go. I couldn't be around it. I can't, and that's just something that they're like, you gotta act like it's just I'd rather go home and keep myself focused on what I need to do moving forward because I just want to stay away from it. It's nothing personal, it's just business and it's what I gotta do, nobody else. So
all right. So that's been, you know that that's a challenge for you to be around people who are intoxicated.
yeah, like I said, it's a difference with having a social drink and being religiously drunk. So yeah, I just can't be around that. So I did went to my family's for Easter, and my birthday was last week, so I got a massage and I enjoyed that. And thank you. So that was about for the most part, and I'm just working my programs. 2 times meetings, AA meetings. I kind of do more because I like my women in my 2 p.m. group. So I try to do more than 2 times a week. It's just something that if I'm having a messed up day, I just go and do a meeting and, see their faces and get some advice on how I'm feeling or stuff like that. But other than that, I'm fine.
Good for you. I'm glad to hear that you're taking advantage of those resources and you don't need to tell you to do it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. What do you need us to help you with, Ms. Bavel?
The only thing that I really like I told Mr. Griffin, I'm not trying to do too much right now. I'm not trying to overwhelm myself because I am working and and I'm just really getting into the beginning of my IOP. But I was looking into something to do my community service with, but that's about it. Other than that, I didn't want to do too much at once, overwhelming myself. Because yesterday it was like, well, nonstop, but I'll get it done eventually.
Well, that's why we put community service in phase 2.
Okay.
In phase 2, we really want you to focus in on your treatment, getting to the root of what the problem may be or what your concerns may be that ultimately resulted in your having to come to 36th District Court. And so if you hold off on that community service, especially with working 12 hours a day, I'm suggesting that you do that, okay?
Oh, all right, great. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let me hear from Mr. Griffin. Tell us about Ms. Bavel.
Okay, Yana, Ms. Bavel is doing well. Like she indicated, she had her first appointment at treatment on April the 5th. She's at Foundations of Detroit. I did send her, she did have a meeting yesterday, so I told her exactly what we needed. I told her we needed a clinical assessment as well as a risk assessment level of where she's at far as after they do their assessment. So I did send her that information and she did provide that to the counselor. She has been attending 12-step meeting and she says she has been journaling. She's testing at jams, no problem with testings. Like she stated, she's employed. She did ask me about community service. I just told her right now we're just trying to get her, set with the requirements, and then we'll move forward as we go. But she's off to a good start. She has a lot of questions. I told her don't feel free, to ask me anything. Don't if you're not sure about anything, just reach out first, and then I'll keep on the right track. So she's settling down. I told her, it's just one step at a time, one day at a time. And as she sees the program, how, different things will get, a lot easier for her. So I just told her to keep the positive attitude. She wants to help, and that's a positive thing. She's not fighting or anything. She knows this is her second drug driving case, so she's accepting the help. So I just encourage her to keep moving forward. But other than that, Your Honor, she's off to a good start.
All right, very good, very good. Ms. Pavel, do you have any questions for any of the team members on today?
No, Your Honor. Just hope everybody's having a good day today.
Yes, and if we're not, we're gonna make it a good day, right?
That's true. Yes,
Make
ma'am.
it happen. Gotta make it happen. All
Yes,
right,
ma'am.
Mr. Rikens, is there anything you'd like to add?
Well, I just want to thank you, Your Honor. I'd certainly like to say happy birthday, Ms. Pavel. And you're getting it. You're doing it the right way. You're doing a good job. Keep up the great work. We are proud of you. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Mr. Griffin, when do you have Ms. Pavel coming back?
Your Honor, that'll be at April the 22nd at 8:30 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Ms. Pavel?
Ma'am, writing it down now.
All right, very good. Good to see you. Glad you're doing well. Glad you're getting the things that you're supposed to be doing, that you're getting them done. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks, okay?
See you then. Thank you. Guys, have a good day.
You too. All right, Mr. Griffin, who do we have up next?
Braylon Russell, Your Honor.
All right, Miss Russell, just keep going in and out. Miss Russell, good morning to you. She said,
good morning, Judge Holmes.
I'm not passing you up today, huh, Miss Russell? All right, you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Let me place your case number on the record just very quickly.
Okay.
I see it. All right. Oh, here it is. Okay, 19C41492. State your name for the record.
Braylon M. Russell.
All right, Miss Russell. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Patch to navigate through. You getting there?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing real good now. I'm just ready to get back out here. I'm ready to start making some more money, get this hair done, and finish this program.
In that order, get her hair done and finish this program. Miss Russell, but you're taking care of yourself, right?
Yes.
All right, very good. Did you finally get a result that will allow you to go back to work and all of that?
Yes, ma'am. I'm out here now.
All right. Are you going to take the vaccine?
Now I'm skeptical because I just saw the news a couple days ago.
Yeah. Now you hear a lot of stuff on the news and y'all still do it. Y'all hear all kinds of stuff on the news and y'all do it. I tell people all the time, my young folks, y'all take a shot of everything else. Jack Daniels, y'all take a shot of everything else. And then when we try to tell y'all to take a shot at the hospital and all stuff, y'all start talking about, well, I'm a little skeptical. What are you skeptical about?
Because I had saw that people was like still being positive after they had the vaccine.
But they're not dying, are they?
No, I ain't seen none of that.
They're not in the hospital on the respirators and the ventilators, right?
No, I ain't seen none of that.
Just something to think about. I can't make people take the shot. I took it for you, Braylon. I want you to know that. I took the shot with Braylon in mind. Yes, it
did. Thank you, Judge Holmes.
Look, there's a lot of folks. Look, everybody just started raising their hand. They took the shot with Braylon in mind. So we just letting you know we still here and we're alive and well. We all still have two eyes. We still all half crazy because we were half crazy before the shot.
Already.
Half crazy. We were all half crazy before. So just give it some thought, because when I hear you say things like, I want to get back out there, if you're listening to the news, I want y'all to listen to all the news.
Those cases are, you're right. No, you're right. You are right.
They're in your age group, ma'am.
Yep, you're right. Because my age group don't know how to sit down nowhere. That's why.
There you go. So just give it some thought, okay? Because you've had a battle. How's your granddad doing?
Oh my God, he doing good. He came home on Monday.
Yeah. Oh, look at you.
He came home on Monday.
Are you taking good care of him?
Of course so. I always take good care of my granddaddy.
That's right. You better. I'm so glad he's home. I'm so glad he's
I'm so happy too.
And it's good. You look better today. Like you
even though I'm a little, busted, you know, it's it's there. Like
I'm not gonna tell you that my daughter, when she needs to get her hair done and stuff, she says, "Mom, I'm looking B-wick." Now I said, "What you That's what she said. That's our code word. I'm looking B-wick. I'm like, okay. Okay. That you're okay, that you feel good and you're healthy.
Yep, I feel good.
And you staying sober, right, Braylon?
Oh yes, 100%. And Ms. Cleveland has been a awesome support and just accommodating me in anything I needed, just with everything that's been going on with me, and I appreciate that so much.
Yes, Miss Cleveland has been in your corner because you know I was starting to look a little cross.
I know.
She's the only person I know that had COVID for 12 months. She's the only person I know. She is the queen of COVID. And so Miss Cleveland was like, no, Judge, I promise you, this is what's going on. Miss Cleveland has been your cheerleader, ma'am.
I know.
Yeah. And so I'm just glad you're doing well. You're smiling. You're sober, and you're going. Are you back at work, or you're getting ready to go back to work?
I'm getting ready to go back to work, so I should be starting next Wednesday.
Next week, Wednesday. All right, Miss Braylon. All right, Miss Cleveland. What you want to tell me about Miss Braylon Russell?
Your Honor, she is reporting accurately. She has provided her results from her COVID test, her most recent one. In addition to that, she was testing at the hospital because they allowed her permissions to come in while she still had this going on with her to come in. All of her tests have been negative. She is going to begin now with her negative results. She's going to start testing back at JAM starting today. We talked about that. So she will be returning to JAMS, and I got permission from Miss Michelle as well, letting her know what was going on over letting JAMS know. So she's going to start doing that again, and then she told me she was returning to work next week, and that's going to help her a lot with the things that have to be paid for in this program. So yes.
All right. Very good. Miss Russell, you have any questions for the team this morning?
Nope, not as of right now.
All right. Good to see you. Good to see you, Mr. Reed. Mr. Fikens, anything you want to add?
Congratulations, Miss Russell. You look better. You sound better. Keep up the good work. Be safe. We're proud of you. Thank you, Miss Russell. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Miss Russell, you are all that Mr. Reed just said. We're proud of you. Keep up the great work. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Miss Cleveland, when is Miss Russell coming back?
Excuse me. She's phase 1, so she will be returning on April 22nd at 8:30 a.m.
All right. Did you get that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. We'll see you then. Good to see you.
Okay, I'll see you then.
All right. It's about taking that shot. All right.
I am.
Come and hold your hand. We will.
Okay. I got you on that.
All right.
Have a great day, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Griffin, who do we have up next?
Mr. Adams, Your Honor.
Mr. Adams, if you could unmute yourself, please. Mr. Adams? Oh, he's getting to a place where he can unmute.
Yes, he did.
All right. Good morning to you. Uh-oh, I can't hear Mr. Adams. I'm going to read his case number into the record and let's see if he can resolve his issues by the time I get that done. It's case number 1205736-901 for Joe Adams Jr. Mr. Adams, can you state your name?
Yes, can you hear me, Judge?
I can. State
Okay,
your
give
name.
me 1 moment. Give me 1 moment. I'm going to step over here.
All right.
Okay, go ahead, Miss. Go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
All right, he telling me, giving me permission to go, y'all. All right, state your name for the record.
Joe Edward Adams Jr.
All right, how are you? I see you're at work.
Yes, I am.
Okay, it's going well for you? Is that a yes?
Well, work. Well,
Yes.
work. Yes. Everything else, no. I'm just holding it together, but I'll be okay.
All right, have you been talking with Mr. Yancey about the issues that you're experiencing? so that we can point you to some resources or help you in any way that we possibly can?
Well, these issues is more personal, and these issues are more personal, and it's not something he can really help with, and I don't want to get all emotional right now.
Okay, all right. But look, are you exercising some good judgment even though you've got some personal issues going on?
Yes, Your Honor, definitely.
You showing up for your testing?
Say that one more time.
Are you showing up for your testing like you should be?
Yes, Your Honor. I just up here still doing my testing, staying sober, just coping and dealing with everything that comes. You know, these things don't change, and it's just like I said, you just gotta make better decisions. It's kind of anything else. It seems more like this is a test for me, because if it's meant to, then it'll work itself out. If not, well.
All right. All right, very good. Are you still in your outpatient treatment, Mr. Adams?
Say that again, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Are you still in your outpatient treatment?
Yes, ma'am.
And how's that going for you?
A bit up here. Actually, I like going to my group meetings up here always. Me and Mr. Burks up here, our one-on-one counseling sessions been kind of weird, because it's kind of like I call him on Mondays or I call him Fridays, and then we try to see what days that up here when I can get in when he's up here when he's free. But for the most part, it up here helps up here to get a lot of stuff off my chest and up here be able to speak freely.
Okay, very good.
You know, because like right now, you see it's loud. I'm at work, so I gotta keep stuff together here, and it's like, you know, I really do be needing people to talk to or just get stuff off.
All right. And so, Mr. Yancey, we want to make sure, reach out to Mr. Burke. We want some consistency with respect to whatever his clinical assessment is and his treatment plan. We want to make sure he has some consistency.
Okay.
He can get because he's got some issues going on. And we want to
Okay.
make sure that they don't set him back, right? With respect to his recovery, okay?
Very much so, Your Honor.
All right. Let me hear from Mr. Yancey. Go ahead, Mr. Yancey.
So yes, Your Honor, Mr. Adams, he is still going to Detroit recovery. I think Mr. Burks kind of fluctuates with Monday and Friday appointments, but he is still going. He is still doing his virtual NA meetings, but he said there's some meetings at Detroit recovery. He states that he gets more out of being in a meeting, going physically with people there, and they do have masks. So I told him we didn't have any problem with him going to in-person meetings. So as long as he's going to meetings, that's our biggest thing. He is making his screenings. So, the last time he had some challenges, his screenings was a problem. So at least he's hanging in there with his screenings. They are negative. So we just want to encourage him. If it's something I can help him with, reach out to me. If it's something that your therapist can help you with, I can reach out to them to make sure they catch up with you a little more frequently. But other than that, he's in compliance today, Your Honor.
Wonderful. All right. And Mr. Yancey, what day do you have Mr. Adams coming back?
Your Honor, I have him coming back on April 22nd at 8:30.
All right. Mr. Adams, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No.
No questions? Anything from any of the other team members, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Adams, keep up the good work and be safe. Thank you, Judge.
And Your Honor, if I can quickly add, Mr. Adams, life comes at us from all different angles and all different directions. Our ability to get past those it just takes some time and some work and some effort, and I know you have it in you. So keep up the great work, sir. Thank you.
Right. Very good. All right, Mr. Adams, I'll see you on April 22nd, 2021 at 8 a.m., okay?
Okay.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Griffin.
Mr. Ernest Wilson, Your Honor.
Mr. Wilson, good morning to you. Uh-oh.
There
Good
you go.
morning,
Good morning. State your name for the record.
Ernest Wilson.
All right, Mr. Wilson, I have, yes, I do. I have it. I have the following. Case number 193-6817. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great.
All right, tell me what's going on with you.
Getting ready and hoping for the fishing season. The water temperature is still cold, so it's that time. That's about it. And participating in these Zoom meetings. I haven't gone to in-person meetings for the reason there's not enough scientific data on people that have been vaccinated and how it affects you if you're able to catch it again. So I haven't caught it, but I prefer on a lot of scientific data and everything because it's not gathered yet, and I'm not going to be out there playing myself as a guinea pig.
There you go. That's right. That's the one thing. And you said something. I wish we had some of those young folks more of them in the courtroom, because even when you get the vaccine, you still have to be careful. Still have to wear your mask, still have to wash your hands, still have to limit your contacts, still have to social distance. We don't get, just because we have the vaccine doesn't mean we get to run amok, right?
That's correct.
Can't do it. Can't do it. Right. Very good. So now you said that you fish. And so is there a season where it starts for fishing? Is there a time period?
Right now, the walleye are starting to run coming out from Lake Erie. The water temperature significantly should be about 48 degrees for you to fish off the shoreline. You can go right now to the middle of the river or the edge of Lake Pelee and catch them in the middle of the river and the data. After the walleye leave about May 10th or May 15th, then the silver bass start running heavy, and anybody that even doesn't know how to fish can go catch silver bass. But then the green bass you can start legally catch the green bass the second week of June, which is going to be about the second Sunday of June. Then you can keep them. Catfish start spawning at the end of June, beginning of July. Then I mainly go up north. But the muskies, you can start catching them anytime. The perch and the bluegill are starting to run now at the age. Any more you want to know?
Hold up. Wait a minute. I'm like, wait, does he have like the whole schedule of when the fish are running? And do they know that you know their schedule? Poor babies.
Every year in July, I go up Lake Michigan for the king salmon. So.
Okay, well, we might have to, when we all are able to come back together, we might have to catch you on that walleye and that salmon. Every now and again, I cheat and I eat some catfish. Every now and again, I cheat. You're not supposed to have it, right? But that's what they say. That's what they say.
My only problem is I have to wait for someone that wants to go fishing because I can't drive.
Okay. Maybe we can see if we can make that happen.
Right.
Wonderful thing. All right. Look, Mr. Wilson, what are you thinking about the program so far? You've been working it. You've been doing it.
I'm working the program. I'm enjoying it. I know there's some people that are in the program that don't like the program because they're in their mind and way they'll say they're being forced. But in some way, in mine, I don't believe that I'm being forced. I believe it's helping me and my integrity. Because one thing that I learned and looked at it is that 10% of your life are problems that arise to you. And it's what happens to you, and 90% is how you react to the situation, because things can happen to you good and you can smile. That's your reaction. So it's enjoying the part of why you're here and really the truthfulness of how you can actually help someone else. That's the big part of it. There's a lot of young people when I go to these meetings in different states and different cities that need help. Uh, their situation is more dire situation where they drink every day, every morning, every breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's a lot of them that are on narcotics and drugs. I'm not a expert to drugs at all, but I feel that I do have a compassion to have people listen and people to think about what's going on. Although my situation, I got myself in my situation from not thinking. So uh, I praise the program to help people, not to just slam people to the ground. And if everyone can understand that the program's to help people and not to slam you, and you want to be able to do all you can for the program, uh, even though I can go on these Zoom meetings and I'll see a few people that are within this court. Uh, at different times in different meetings, and I've seen a few people that I end up chatting and letting them know certain things. And you're not supposed to crosstalk, but sometimes you do need to give them a chat and let them know that the court isn't to blame. We're part of the situation that caused us to even be here. So
That's right. And we're just here trying to help.
yeah.
That's we're trying to be a part of the progress.
And I could see even when they appear here in the court that, and I don't call it their attitude, but their belief has changed some compared to what I would see them on Zoom, and they would run off at the mouth on Zoom. But those few that I see here that come on here, their belief has changed some, which is good, and it's a lot to do with the meetings and a lot to do with the program.
Yes, wonderful. How's your family embracing this,
Um,
you and where you are right now?
the family is great to me. The grandkids, uh, they now are more believers into making sure that they're vaccinated. Actually, today my daughter, my son-in-law, go for their second shot, along with my ex-wife. Had to convince her to go. Uh, they're all going, so they are in belief, because I told them, man, you don't get vaccinated, no need for me to come around you, which is not a little true, but my grandkids have been tested. There's been a few family members of there that tested positive, gave a scare to all of them. Um, it and so they know, hey, I may test negative this time, but it could be positive next time. And the COVID isn't playing. The age group is changing of who's going to the other side of the earth. Uh, and these different variants are very detrimental to.
Uh-oh, we're losing you.
His video.
Yeah. Uh-oh, let's see if he'll be able to recover, Mr. Griffin.
Okay.
If he's doing well. Oh,
Yeah.
are you there, Mr. Wilson?
Yeah, I could barely hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
came
we
back.
lost you for a second. We lost you.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, you
Well,
on
I don't know why, but I can barely hear any.
Yeah, we're losing you.
Yeah. So Yana, he's doing very well. I did receive a progress report from Ms. Stewart from NCADD stating that he's a pleasure to work with. He's doing very well, doing what he's supposed to do in treatment. He's testing twice a week, no problems with testing. So he just got promoted to phase 2 at the last hearing. So I'm gonna start working on goals. I think he will qualify for the restricted license. So I'm gonna go over those things with him. To get him started, because there's a second drunk driver for him. So we'll start working on getting the cost paid and getting him eligible for the restricted license so he can get his driving privileges back. But other than that, I believe, I forget which client it was that was in one of our clients stated that he was in meetings with Mr. Wilson and that Mr. Wilson had been a good help to him, just talking with him and things like that. So I just encourage Mr. Wilson to keep being, to help people that he can help and to stay positive. But overall, Your Honor, he's doing a good job.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fiken.
Yes, Judge. Mr. Wilson, if you can hear me, keep up the good work. Be safe. We're proud of you. You should also be proud of yourself. And you'll be fishing before you know it, Mr. Wilson, catching all those catfish and other fish. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Mr. Wilson.
Thank you.
Uh-oh, Mr. Fikens, you're muted. You're muted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wilson, I only have one problem with you is you said basically any fool can catch green bass out in Lake St. Clair. And I'm sorry, sir. I have a struggle with that. So, but otherwise, keep up the great work, sir. I know I'll see you out on the river catching some walleye, and I hope to see you out there. Keep up the great work, sir.
Be 6 o'clock in the morning, tomorrow morning.
I won't be there with you tomorrow morning at 6. I promise you.
Not at 6.
Thank you, Young.
You are doing very well. Very proud of you. Continue to do the work on yourself. And then I appreciate the fact that you're continuing to still attend to the needs of others and try to help when you can, give them some words of wisdom. I appreciate that. And so we're here if you need us. If you're having any issues with providers or issues in general, we're here. Let us know. And if we can help, we certainly will. Or we'll point you in the right direction if we can't, get in the trenches with you to resolve it, okay?
Okay, that sounds good.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Griffin, when do you have Mr. Wilson coming back?
Your Honor, it'll be April the 29th at 9:30 a.m. and that will be for a face-to-face. So I will contact Mr. Wilson with that information.
All right, wonderful. All right, good to see you, Mr. Wilson. Take care.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. All right, Mr. Griffin, who's up next?
Miss Lakeisha Anderson, Your Honor.
Miss Anderson, good morning to you. Uh-oh.
She got a.
Let's see.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. How are you this morning?
Fine, how are you?
I'm doing well. State your name for the record.
Lakeisha Anderson.
All right, Miss Anderson, I have the following for you. I have case number 201-29277. Tell me what's been going on with you, Miss Anderson. You look like you're doing well.
Oh, thank you. I've just been working the program. I've been attending my 12-step AA meetings. I received some information in regards to group. I went Monday. I've been going to jams. And other than that, I've just pretty much been just being productive. I redecorated my office and I went back to work in the healthcare field, but now I'm like bagging up because now I'm scared.
Uh-oh.
Because I work for a health insurance company, so I see all the COVID cases coming in, and it's scary.
Okay, yeah. When you turn on the news, those numbers.
I can't watch that. I can't watch the news at all.
You figure 8,000 new cases. Wow. We probably came in contact with somebody, right?
Yeah.
Who knows? I had a friend who was supposed to have surgery this morning, and she had to take a COVID test day before yesterday. On her way out the door this morning, they called her and said, "You have COVID. You do not come in here." And she's been quarantined and home, and because she needs this surgery, but no symptoms. But obviously came in contact with somebody, right? I'm grateful she had the vaccine though, so I don't know if you have vaccine, Miss Anderson. But
I'm not getting that.
Okay, all right, Mr. Griffin. Who has Miss Anderson's case? Who has Miss Anderson? Mr. Griffin, all right.
Yeah.
Mr. Griffin used to say that too, Mr. Griffin. Miss Anderson, we just gonna cross our fingers, our eyes, and
I
our
get
toes.
tested every Friday. I've never had it, and I'm just gonna have faith in God.
Me too. Me too. I do. And when I sat in that chair, I declared I had that faith too. I sure did.
I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't.
Okay, well, it's a personal decision.
Right.
I'm always putting out my public service announcement because I want to get back to some normalcy in life. I miss my family. I miss
Yes.
my travels. And let's face it, you're a lot younger than I am. I'm not getting younger. I'm getting older, and so travel and those kind of things, seeing my family, those things are important to me, and I'm ready to get back to some new sense of normalcy, right? And
Yes.
so, yeah. So, I mean, it's a personal commitment though. But
It,
look, you're doing what you're supposed to do though, right?
I am.
Because let me tell you what, I don't let people tell me how scared they are of COVID, and they out doing everything else, but they can't test, they can't go to outpatient treatment, they can't do nothing I ask them to do because they so scared of COVID. I don't have that because I need those people to go sit down somewhere. So as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do, no
Oh no,
issue.
I make it my business. When gyms open at 6:30, I'm there. Cause if you go after 5, like that gives me anxiety. Cause there's so many people in there. But if you go early in the morning when they first open, no one's there. You're in and out and you go about your day.
Okay, very good. Look at Miss Anderson, y'all. Y'all see, I said her name this morning, and I had a
And
smile on
you
my
smiling
face.
again.
The team knows
That
me.
means
I don't have a poker face, Miss
Right.
Anderson. I promise you. I don't. I try. I have a better poker face, but I don't have a straight up poker face. Okay. So it's good to see you. It sounds like you're embracing the program. Am I right about that?
yeah,
Okay,
you are
wonderful.
correct.
And also, it sounds like you understand that you're here and we're on your team, Ms. Anderson.
I do understand that. Thank you.
We are on your team. All right. And so, Mr. Griffin, what do you want to tell me about Ms. Anderson?
Your Honor, Ms. Anderson is doing, she's doing very well. Like she said, she's continuing her outpatient at Easter Seal. I did get a progress report but I did just informed her that I would need a clinical assessment and a risk assessment. So at the next time she see her, contact her to request that for me. Like she said, she has been testing, no problems with testing. So she's doing well. Attitude, wise, we talk to her throughout the week, text just to make sure everything is going well. So no problems with Miss Anderson. So I just want to continue her to encourage her, continue to progress in the program and to keep an open mind and continue to learn. But so far she's doing well, Your Honor. No problems.
All right. Very good. Ms. Anderson, do you have any questions for the team?
No.
No questions? All right. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything with respect to Ms. Anderson?
Yes, Judge, thank you. A good report, Miss Anderson. Keep up the good work. Be safe. Great attitude. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Miss Anderson.
Thank you, Mr. Reed.
Were you talking about my attitude or Ms. Anderson's attitude? Yeah,
Miss
thank you.
Anderson, Judge, your attitude is always great. I was emphasizing Miss
I think
Anderson.
he just threw some shade on me, y'all. I think he did. All right, Mr. Fikens.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll try to stop Mr. Reed from talking so much. Ms. Anderson, on the wall behind you is kind of an expression of yourself. Excuses are for the weak. And I think you live that code, and I'm glad you're on board here. I really am. You weren't willing at the time. You've come around. You've really done it, and you've done it well. Keep up the great work, ma'am. You're doing a great job. Thank you, Ann.
Yes, I thought I was the only person that I hustle, and I miss that, Ms. Anderson. I love it. Excuses are for the weak. There you go. We find a way to make it happen, the things that are important to us, right?
That is
All
correct.
right. And I'm so glad that this is important to you because you're making it happen and it's going to be beneficial to you. All right. Mr. Griffin, when do you have Ms. Anderson coming back?
Your Honor, that'll be April the 22nd at 8:30 a.m.
All right, at 8:30. You have that, Ms. Anderson?
I do.
All right, wonderful. Good to see you. Be safe, and hopefully you'll do something about. Yeah. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Thank
Bye.
you as well.
All right, bye-bye. All
Your
right.
Honor, it looked like a law student from Pakistan has joined us.
Okay, well, welcome.
I think he's just observing.
Okay, great. Well, we're glad you're with us. We'll probably if you stick around after I finish the docket, we can answer a few questions for you or at least introduce ourselves. But we've been on since 8:30 this morning, and so everybody's been on. I want to continue to process the cases, but just so that you know, this is specialty court. So we do things a little bit differently. We don't just penalize, punish people. We look at underlying issues and we address those issues. And so that's why you're seeing something a little bit different probably than you've ever seen before with respect to how the American system works. And so we'll talk about that a little bit when we finish. I think we have about 2 more cases left, okay? All right, but welcome. Mr. Griffin, thank you.
Okay.
Who do we have up next?
Okay, Your Honor, Brenda Smith just came on, but we have Miss Cross and Miss Musalu. So
I had her name together. And
okay, I probably just butchered it. Yeah.
I'm going to do Miss Andrea's case. Miss Andrea has come back to us at least 2 times in order to straighten out the mess she made some years ago. And so today we hope to straighten that mess out for her or with her. And so I'm going to ask you to unmute.
Hello.
Good morning. Let me have you state your name for me.
Andrea M. Melissa.
All right. And I have the following cases for you. U4403-8508, case number U433-55708. And so who wants to start first with presenting as to Ms. Masulo?
I will, Your Honor.
His hand up, but okay.
Okay, yeah, I will, Your Honor. I'll just give a little background on the case, whatever. Miss Andrea came into drug court April the 13th of 2012. She had a 15-month contract on the 2 cases. It seemed like she was in a program for a little bit at 8 months, and she absconded January the 8th of 2013. That's when a warrant was issued, Your Honor. And so she's been in warrant status since then. Ms. Andrea did contact the court to try to clear up these matters, so I do applaud her for doing so because the warrants were out there. She is currently on probation in Macomb County, Your Honor. I did reach out to the Macomb County agent. I did speak with them. She's on a year of probation with them until October of this year. She's in their jail-based program, which require her to test 2 times a week, also attend outpatient treatment. So she's in compliance with all of that, Your Honor. We did staff the case. We did talk about it. And I did reach out to Ms. Alexa, the prosecutor, to let her know what we discussed. And she was on board. She didn't have any objections as far as what we were recommending. And so what we came up with, since she was already in the Macomb County's jail-based program, is to let them to continue to monitor her. And we just apply some fees, a supervision fee, a fine, and Your Honor, and I would like, I think what you stated, I would like to have contact with her every 30 days just to make sure the progress, that everything is going, and that would just give me a reminder to reach out to the other court just to make sure everything. I'm also have this put back into DC on my ass so we can monitor the case correctly. So far as the supervision fees, I bid them at $35 a month for the next 7 months. So that comes out to a $245, $150 fine, Your Honor, a crime victim right fee and attorney fee. So that comes out to a total of $520, Your Honor. So I would
cases for both cases. That would
I don't know if you wanted to assess. I didn't assess a different fee. I just put both cases on the contract. So if you want to assess a different fine for the other case, Your Honor.
The fine at $150, that's rather low.
Okay.
Yeah, she had 2 cases.
Okay.
Right. And so, Mr. Griffin, and what I'll do is I'll just adjust that fine to $300.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
How much did you say, Your Honor, so I can make an adjustment?
$350.
$350.
And that'll cover both of them.
Okay, that'll cover both cases. So $350. Okay.
And so you can get with Ms. Drew to make sure that what you're showing in DCCMIS will be the same thing that we have in JIS.
Okay. Yep. I'll make sure I get a copy of the order of probation. And other than that, I just wrote for her to comply with the conditions of Macomb County. If any violations over there, I will be contacted and I will let the court know, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. Mr. Reed?
Yes, Judge, thank you. And thank you for the opportunity to talk to my client in the breakout room. I explained to my client that she is a participant in drug treatment court. She was in drug treatment court a couple of years ago and she walked away. And Judge, she is still eligible to participate in drug treatment court under Michigan laws. What I emphasized to her was that the court has the ability to amend or change this order at any time. At this point, because she is on probation in Macomb County, we would allow Macomb County supervision to cover her participation in drug treatment court. But Judge, she does understand that she has to follow the orders of Macomb County and she has to follow your orders. We talk about contract, but this is a court order that the court will be signing and that she will be under. We didn't want to double up on the requirements. What Macomb County is asking her to do is basically what we would be asking: drug testing, counseling, NAA meetings. And she thanks the court for the ability to work it out in Macomb County. She understands that she will still be under this court's order. She understands that this court does have the ability to change that order. And I indicated she is eligible to participate in drug treatment court. Judge, what I did tell her was, and I would leave this up to the court, these are dismissible cases. I would like to see these cases dismissed if she's successful in her completion of Macomb County. I indicated it's up to the court. We hadn't talked about that, but these are dismissable cases. Judge, she wants to do what the court orders her to do. She's willing to follow Macomb County court orders. She was respectful. She was courteous. I like the young lady. And I'm recommending, Judge, that she be allowed to continue with 36th District Court, Drug Treatment Court, under the orders of this court, whatever they may be. She understands that she has to follow this court's orders. Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good. And so, Miss Andrea, you understand what has been communicated regarding where you are and where we're going from here? Do you understand that?
Fully understand.
All right,
Yes.
wonderful. We can't let you just walk away,
I know.
without any consequences. But look, I am so excited about the fact that even though you obviously picked up an additional case, you ended up in Macomb County, but you have decided to work on maintaining your sobriety and getting on a path of recovery. And that's what's the most important to me. And so given that, what I would like to do is exactly what Mr. Griffin indicated. I am going to allow you to continue. You must follow the orders of Macomb County, whatever your probation is there for their program. Also, you are being assessed your fines and costs for 36th District Court, which you must get paid before I will even consider closing out or dismissing your matters. You have to get your fines and costs paid. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to see you every 30 days.
Okay.
You come to court, Zoom in, and that way, Mr. Griffin, and I think that's a wonderful idea. It'll give him an opportunity to check with your probation officer in Macomb County, find out what's going on, make sure you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing there. And so we'll review it every 30 days. And as long as you continue to comply with the terms and conditions set forth in their probation order, you're not going to have an issue with us. And so understanding the flip side is if you don't comply, then you're going to have some issues with us, right?
I don't plan on doing that.
No,
I did have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Would I be able to get my license back at any time?
All right, Mr. Griffin, I don't have the answer to that, and that's probably something you might need to look at or have the attorneys look at.
Yeah, Jan, I just ran a lien and everything on her. She don't have any drinking or driving offenses or anything. So I did get a printout from Miss Drew. From Miss Rhonda. She does owe some $45 reinstatement fees that need to be paid as far as with the Secretary of State. But I don't see anything that we would have to help her with as far as getting a license. She probably just need to contact the Secretary of State. But I did see some $45 reinstatement fees that need to be paid.
Okay. All right. There you go. Thank
That's
you.
great.
All right. Do you have any questions, Miss Andrea?
I don't think so. I was nervous today because my mom's not here because I have a memory issue. But I think I did all right. So I wrote all this down and I understand everything and I appreciate all your help.
All right. And Mr. Griffin, will you be monitoring this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, and I would like her to give me a call so I can get some updated information on her as far as address, telephone number, and things like that. So I believe you still have my telephone number. If not, I can give it to you. All right. So after we go off this call, please just give me a call, 313-965-3833. And
Right,
so I can
Hold on, that was kind of fast. 313-963.
965.
Okay.
3833.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and give me a call and then I'll get you set up. You know, and I have a returning May the 6th.
Okay.
All right. May 6th.
At 8:30 a.m.
Online?
Yeah, it'll be the same Zoom number and everything.
Okay. All right.
Yes. All right. Any questions, Miss Andrea?
I don't think so. I'm just going to do what I'm supposed to do. I'm feeling a lot better, just want to get my license and move on with my life in a positive manner.
All right. Very good. Well, we hope to see you do that and to be a part of that. Okay.
I will.
All right. Very good. Take care. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right. Take care. All right. I'm ready on Brandon Smith. Now, Ms. Smith. Mr. Smith, why are you smiling? I'm not even smiling yet. Why are you smiling?
I don't know.
Because you know what I'm going to talk about, right? I'm going to talk about Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
He touched his Afro puffs, y'all. He touched them. All right, Mr. Smith, do what you do. I see you tried to have that camera focus where I couldn't see, but you know, I see you. All right, let me place your case number on the record. It's 200-559-5001. State your name for the record.
Brandy Smith.
All right, Mr. Smith, how are you doing this morning?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. You come to my courtroom late this morning, Mr. Smith?
No, I came in at exactly 9:30.
Okay, all right. All right. I do have you down for 9:30, so you good. What have you been doing since the last time I've seen you? I know what you haven't been doing, but what have you been doing since the last time I've seen you?
I'm doing pretty good. Just
I can barely hear you.
I've been doing pretty good. Just working, taking care of my kids, and just taking it all in.
Taking it all in. All right. How's that job going? I'm so proud of you. You keeping that job.
Yeah, it's going pretty good.
It is. You showing up on time, doing what you're supposed to do?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. Tell me what's going on with respect to you working the program. What have you been doing?
Everything been going pretty good. Been complying with everything. I actually talked to Mr. Cobbs. I want to say maybe like a week ago, and he was giving me an update on everything on how we was going about the program and everything as far as outpatient. But other than that, everything been going pretty good.
All right. You notice anything different about yourself, Mr. Smith, since you've been working the program and staying sober, not using any substances? You notice anything different?
Awareness, focus. I've been thinking with a clear mind. I've been able to make better decisions, and a lot of opportunities have presented themselves. So,
And you're able to take advantage of them, right?
yes, ma'am.
Very good. Very good. What do you need us to help you with, if anything, Mr. Smith?
Well, at this time, nothing. Just like I said, at this time, just taking it all in, taking advantage of the opportunities that I got presenting themselves. Um, Other than that, Mr. Yancey been a great help with me, you know. So other than that, no other issues.
All right, Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Smith, he's been doing pretty good. You know, being in sobriety court, um, you know, not using any substances has helped him get the job that he has, being able to pass drug screenings and different things. He continues to screen with us. He continues to keep up with outpatient with Mr. Cobb, Mr. Bryce Cobb, the Detroit Recovery. And he's also doing meetings there. So he's, you know, he's doing pretty good. He's hanging in there with that job. I think he has a slightly difficult job, but he's doing it. He's still going. He's still keeping it. You know, I applaud him for that. And you know, at this time, he's a pleasure to motivate. So you know, he's taking care of his children, and he's doing what a young man does at this time. So we just want to keep encouraging him, let him know that we're behind him. I'm gonna keep pushing you. If you mess up, I'm gonna tell, but right now you're doing good, and I'm gonna do everything I can to help you.
All right. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything asked to Mr. Smith?
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Smith, good report. Keep up the good work. We know it's not easy, but you're working the program. Be safe, Mr. Smith. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Mr. Smith.
And if I might add, Your Honor, Mr. Smith, you seem at your young age to get the connection between the things that you do that have positive results in opportunities that present themselves. So that's a key thing to learn to me. And secondly, don't worry about your hair, man, because when you get old, sometimes you lose it. So you keep that hair. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Give me 1 second, Officer E. All right, so Mr. Smith, you're doing well. I want to encourage you to keep up the great job you're doing. Mr. Yancey, when do you have him coming back to see me?
Yeah, I have him coming back April 22nd, and if we could, can he still have a 9:30?
He can. All right. All right, Mr. Smith, good to see you. I see it. All right. Thank you, team. I need to take just 1 second before we do Ms. Cross. Thank you. Officer E.
Mr. Reed,
Yes, yes, sir.
you having a good day?
I am.
Okay.
Every day is a good day for me. When I wake up, I'm happy.
Okay.
I'm happy. I may not appear to be happy, but I am happy.
I believe you. Now,
Always
Ms.
good.
Wilson, I don't get a chance to talk to you much, but you know, hope you're doing well, and it's always good seeing you.
You too. I'm doing well. Thank you.
Okay.
Good to see everyone. Everyone be safe.
Hey, Mr. Pike, and time, Mr. Reed.
Hey, Miss Wilson, how are you doing?
Wilson, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you both?
I'm good. I'm good.
Pretty
I haven't face to face you all in over a year.
I know.
You know, I miss you all. Believe it.
Miss you too. Miss you all.
My isolation.
Yeah.
Jesse and I talk every morning just to make sure that we're still around. That's what.
Yes, we do. Although I haven't seen you, Mr. Funkins, in
I'm sorry.
about a year. Have
Yeah, it's been a long time.
last April, something like that.
I think
Yeah.
that's right. I can't believe it. Now, time has compressed. That whole year has been put into like 2 days or 3 days to me.
Yeah. Mr. Fikens, is Miss Cross the last case on the docket?
I think so. Let me just check. It's a good question. Did we do Mr. Griffin Orlando?
Yes.
And I think that's it.
The arraignment on the warrant didn't show up, right?
Tucker did not. Yep, she did not show up, or he did not show up. She did not show up.
Okay.
Are we ready?
I'm back, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Let's go to Ms. Cross. Okay, I've got to find my document. There it is. All right. I am ready on, okay, Ms. Cross, is Ms. Cross on my docket today?
No, Your Honor. She actually asked to come into the courtroom. She contacted me because she has a positive screen at ATS.
All right, Ms. Cross, Ms. Cleveland, let me have you read her case number into the record.
Yes, Your Honor. I have case number Z8060891. She has more than one, but I only have one showing up on my DCMIS, so she has additional cases.
All right. So, Ms. Cross, state your name for the record for me. Let me have you unmute.
Roberta Cross.
All right, Ms. Cross. Who wants to start first?
Your Honor, I can start first because I went in the breakout room with Ms. Cross, and I want to thank the court for the opportunity of meeting with my client beforehand. I talked with Ms. Cross for a good deal of time. We talked about concerns, and I'm so happy that she wants to come to you and made contact with Ms. Cleveland and realizes the responsibilities and the obligations that she owes to this court, but mostly how she owes it to herself. And we don't deny drinking, Judge. I think it started out as a mistake, but whether it's a mistake or whether there were some other problems going on, it's an issue. I think she's taken the right steps to correct that issue. She's been honest with me. I think, as I said, I think she's honest with herself, and she needs to be honest with this court. And I like the fact that she took the steps to bring this to Miss Cleveland's attention without trying to duck it. She certainly was honest and upfront with me, Your Honor. So, you know, we talked about, it's not how you fall down, it's how you get back up, and how you react to a situation, how you respond to it shows how you go forward, and how you can meet the situation. And hopefully we've given her the steps to address that situation. So that's all I want to say, Judge. I've always liked Ms. Cross's honesty and her ability to see the situation for what it is, and I want to present that in that light to this court. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Ms. Cleveland, is there something you'd like to add before I hear from Ms. Cross?
Yes, Your Honor. She did contact me, and I immediately took a look at her screen. It was posted up as far as the positive ETG. There on April 5th was the date that the test was conducted. Then also I noticed on her results that she requested a lab confirmation from the testing site. That was something that was seen on the results page as well. Ms. Cross, when she contacted me, she provided a statement regarding how she came about having alcohol in her system. I'm not sure if that statement is still what she would like to present. I know it had to do with some event that occurred at her house. And also that she was unaware was what the statement was that she was presenting to me. And then when she arrived at the facility to get tested and the immediate results were given, then she, then she contacted me to, I guess asking for the verification to let me know that this was happening. She's concerned about how the court would like to move forward with her case.
And in response, Judge, I agree with that assessment by Ms. Cleveland. I think it might have started out as what was in the refrigerator, but we talked at length about everyone has to be responsible for what they put in their system, and after the first sip whether or not there's something in lemonade. I think she was. I think the assessment by Ms. Cleveland was right. I think she was first upset about displeasing you, Your Honor, and I said, well, the bigger thing is don't displease yourself. Do those things which you need to do, because that's why we're doing this. We're not doing it for the judge. We're not doing it for the defense attorney. We're doing it for Miss Roberta Cross.
That's right. That's right. You're absolutely right, Mr. Fikens. All right, Ms. Cross.
Yes.
First, I want to applaud you for reaching out to Ms. Cleveland. I want to know from you, were you drinking?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what's going on that you would pick up? Because you've been doing well.
Like I said, it wasn't intentional, but I didn't stop after I did it. So that falls on me.
And thank you for your honesty. You still made a decision to drink, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So because I should have stopped, but it was too late. And I said I'll just face my consequences and deal with them.
Okay. Did you ever think about picking up the phone and maybe calling your counselor or calling Miss Cleveland or just reaching out to anybody to say, hey, I slipped up and did this, but I don't have to go for the gusto. I don't have to keep going.
Yeah, well, I didn't have a counselor at the time. That's what I explained to Miss Cleveland. But they reassigned me a new counselor. And when I figured out that I messed up, that's when I contacted Miss Cleveland.
Okay.
Your Honor, and if you don't mind, I would like to add as well. Ms. Cross is one of the individuals. She started new at DRP. The last time she did have a reassessment on DWIN, and outpatient was again recommended for her. DRP is going through some internal situations. Ms. Hawthorne was her counselor, but then she was switched to someone else because of some circumstances at DRP that was out of her control. And she couldn't, I think you're scheduled to have contact with her this week, your new counselor.
My new counselor I'm supposed to see next week, but I got group therapy tonight.
Okay, all right. And so, Ms. Cross, can I count on you to talk about whatever is going on in your life that would cause you to pick up, whether it was intentional or not, and then continue to pick up? Can I count on you to do that?
Yes.
All right.
And Judge, if I might add, there are some issues that Ms. Cross and I talked about, which we can address in staffing, that they're not big issues, but I can sort of see how all these events kind of unfolded in a way that was unfortunate for Ms. Cross, but I truly believe in Ms. Cross, and I told her that in our breakout session. I truly do, ma'am. You are a good person. You make good decisions. You got it. Keep up the great work that you do. And I just want to say that, Judge, because this is unlike Ms. Cross.
Yeah. And she's been on track and she's been doing extremely well.
Yes,
and so
she had several negative tests before then. You know, she was testing negative. This one time was something that she wanted to address immediately.
And I thank you for that, Ms. Cleveland, because I think that it was a one-time thing. I think there was, you know, a minor reason for it, and you know, some within her control, some outside of her control. But I'm repeating myself. I really do believe in Ms. Cross.
All right. And so this is what I'd like to know. Ms. Cleveland, what's your recommendation as to Ms. Cross? I'm thinking, let me tell you what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking, you know, we've had her reassess. She's getting her treatment at Detroit Recovery Project. And so here's what I'm thinking. Ms. Cross, you need to spend some time coming up with a plan that next time, if this were to ever happen to me, what could I have done differently? I think that's some of the most critical work I've ever done when I've made a mess in my life. And we've all made messes, Ms. Cross, so you're not by yourself, okay? We've all made messes. And that's that's the hardest work I've ever had to do, but it has been some of the most beneficial work I've ever had to do, was to sit and think about what could I have done differently? And what will I do next time when life happens? Because life is going to happen every day I wake up. There's a 50-50 chance that life is just, something's going to happen, right? And so I'm thinking about, you know, I'm entertaining Mr. Fikens and Ms. Cleveland, that she could write a paper on telling me, you know, what she could have done differently and what she's going to do different next time. If there is, hopefully there's not a next time, but if there is, because every day you wake up, life is going to happen. All right, I'll hear from you all as to recommendations.
Judge, I would concur in that. You know, as I say, I think she has a pretty good handle on it. So I think the paper is good for her to write, because I think she has a good thought about what has affected her ability and how she can correct it. I think she does. And so I think that would be a good idea for her to write a paper.
All right.
Your Honor, I'm in agreement as well. I think it's a good idea for her to write a paper and continue to write and journal things that she's feeling. I also believe that by her reconnecting, because this might have simultaneously happened alongside her not being truly connected with DRP or the services that she needs. And hopefully when she goes in to receive these services, group today and then your appointment next week, it can get her back on a more solid foundation. But I do want Ms. Cross to know that, you know, if it appears at any time that she's having a struggle, of course she can reach out to us in the courtroom. But there are other things that could possibly happen as far as how to keep track of her use. And I would want her not to, you know, go on that path. I want her to remain on this path of independence and self-awareness as opposed to doing
Yeah.
those other options.
All right. And Miss, and thank you, Miss Cleveland and Mr. Fikes. Miss Cross, you want to stay on a good path, right?
Yes.
All right. It's been beneficial to you. Am I correct?
Yes.
Not the same Roberta Cross that I encountered some time ago, right?
No.
You're not. I mean, I've seen the growth in you. And so, and even though life has happened, you still have made some good decisions. You've been able to make some good decisions. They weren't easy, but you've made
Yeah.
some good decisions. So I know you're capable of doing that. So this time, Mr. Fikens and Miss Cleveland, unless there's an objection from anybody else on the team, the sanction is going to be that she's going to write a paper, what she could have done differently, and what is she going to do in the future to make sure she doesn't end up in this position again. Ms. Cleveland, make sure she follows my directive on the paper, because you know I had to send somebody back to do paper all over again because they thought they were just going to write about what they wanted to write about. I'm very specific about what I want to know.
Yes, Your Honor.
What I should have did different and what.
And what are you going to do going forward to not end up in that situation? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Very good. When is Miss Cross scheduled to come back? Can we keep her on her regular court date?
She had an upcoming court date. I'm sorry, I probably didn't put that down. Let me see. Well, our face-to-face was happening on 4/5. So she would be 3 weeks out from 4/5, which would be the 26th of April. And that would be for a Zoom hearing. So I can have an opportunity to talk to her more as if we were doing a face-to-face over the next couple of weeks until the 26th. I don't know if that. Okay, so this next court. I'm so sorry, Judge. We were scheduled to have a face-to-face. That was her upcoming appointment for
on
April 5th. Yes.
Today is the 8th. So
yes, we did not have that face-to-face. That's why we just didn't make the connection that day. So
right.
She contacted me, and then we were able to discuss this. But she would not be coming back until April 26th for a Zoom hearing. So that would afford me an opportunity to have these discussions about this paper, make sure she's on track, and find out what's going on more closely with her therapies.
That's fine. Let's keep her on April 26th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
8:30. All right. Got it. All right.
Sorry.
I'm glad to see you. Come on, get up. Mr. Fikes said it. It's not how you fall down, it's how you get back up. All right. This is your get back up moment. Make it count, okay?
I will.
All right. Good to see you. Take care.
You too.
All right. I need to call the remainder of the docket this morning. I think there were a couple of things that are not, that I did not call. So let me do that at this time. I have for Annette James, case numbers 1704-584-901, case number 1704-499-201, case number 1905638201. Mr. Yancey, what's going on with Annette James?
I talked to her Monday and Tuesday. I think she's getting a little confused because of her seizures she's been having. Okay. And I know she was in the hospital, recently got out. Can we adjourn her case for 1 week so she's in a little bit better condition?
Yes, and make sure you let her know I'm concerned about her and I need her to be all right. So she needs to do everything she's supposed to do so that I can see her face to make sure she's good, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so let's put her out a week. What date do you have?
That would be, I believe that would be the 15th of this month.
Tax day. All right, we'll see.
Tax day. Oh, we didn't want to stop the taxes, but whatever day you want to.
No, that's fine. April 15th is fine at 8:30, Ms. Drew, for Annette James. All right. I have a Christian Tucker for an arraignment on the bench warrant, Case number U 585-62320. Mr. or Ms. Tucker has not appeared in court. It's now 10:51. I'm satisfied I've given them ample time to do so. Ms. Drew, they have not entered into specialty court, and so please follow the show cause method in addressing that issue. Ms. Drew, oh, you all are muted. I'm assuming she heard me. All right. Okay, I also have Alonda Arrington, Z8056901. What's going on with Miss Arrington?
She's doing well, Your Honor. We did a face-to-face. She's still complying, still screening. So I wanted her next date to be May 6th, and that's be a possible graduation.
Oh my, good, very
Yeah,
good.
she's been in phase 3, so.
All right, very good. You all circle back, circle back with Miss Drew and just make sure that she has those dates for Annette James as well as for the remaining cases.
Yes.
I also have Cliche Bowman, 200-442-5301.
Your Honor, she was also face-to-face. She's done pretty well. We're trying to get her into a different apartment, so I think that's going to work out. Other than that, she's been screening. That's been fine. So her new date is April 30th, Your Honor, of this month.
All right, wonderful. I have Tony Harris, SP 826-7781, and case number 190603261 for Tony Harris. Who has Tony Harris's case?
I think that's Ms. Robs.
All right, did we get a date for a return to court? Did Tony Harris, was she scheduled for a face-to-face today? She was? All right, do we have a return to court date for Tony Harris?
She's giving it to me now. Yeah. What is it? May the 6th, Your Honor.
All right, May 6, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. Thank you. I also have Dennis Hickman, 1904648-701 for Dennis Hickman.
That's my person, Your Honor. He's doing pretty well. Also, he's still in compliance. We did a face-to-face. His next date will be April 29th at 8:30.
Wonderful, thank you. I have Gregory Richard, 1904472-001.
Your Honor, Mr. Richardson is doing good, no problems. I did do a face-to-face with him. He will be returning back on May the 6th also at 8:30 a.m.
All right, wonderful. And then I have DeJuan Williams, 200-559-4801.
Hi, Your Honor. He had a face-to-face today. He's doing well. We just haven't had a good time to confine the face-to-face because he has a scheduling conflict for today. So, but his next court date is April 29th.
Okay, April 29th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. And those are all of the cases I have on the docket. Did I miss anything?
Not that I see, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Then that closes out the docket for this morning. We need to staff for Friday,